welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves women's basketball on 103.7 FM, 1220, and online at KOFO.com. Our pregame coverage of OU Braves women's basketball is brought to you exclusively by Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill, now open 7 nights a week. The newest destination location for dining and family entertainment. It's always good, clean fun at Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill in South Ottawa. This OU Braves women's basketball broadcast is also being brought to you by Sutton's Jewelry, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Quality Structures Incorporated, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Ottawa University, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Bank Midwest, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, and Kramer Pharmacy. OU Braves women's basketball on KOFO is also brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, CarStar, the Ottawa Herald, Great Life Golf and Fitness, and State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Now let's go courtside and join KOFO's Casey Weeder for Ottawa University Braves women's basketball.
Hello everyone and welcome to Wilson Fieldhouse in Ottawa, Kansas, and on the campus of Ottawa University. The Ottawa University women's basketball team takes on the Friends University Falcons. One of two games tonight as we'll have the doubleheader that will follow at 6 o'clock. In the men's contest, I'm Casey Weeder, joined by Bob Johnson. Bob, glad to have you.
Well, hello, everybody. Glad to be here this afternoon. And as we have a couple of big games to bring you here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO, and also on KOFO.com, including this first one right out of the gate, Casey.
It's a humongous game for the Braves tonight. Coming off a tough 57-49 loss to Bethel College on Wednesday night. That one up in North Newton at Thresher Gymnasium. Ottawa shot just 32% from the floor, 29% from the three-point line, and 57% from the foul line. But Ottawa went on a 12-0 run over the last 4 minutes to find themselves within 5. One of the best post players in the conference, Abby Schmidt, went for 28. Really the first time she's really gone off against Ottawa. But to only lose by 8 in a tough environment like that, you'd won 4 out of your last 5. You still have to take some positives out of that defensively, only giving up 57 points.
You do have to take a lot of positives out of that, especially on the defensive side of the ball. This Braves team has really made it a point, especially in the second half of the season, to strengthen the defensive play. Where the problems lie is offensively. When you take a look at what the team did in that game Wednesday night, it took them over 60 shots just to score the 49 points. That's unacceptable. You've got to be more efficient than that. But also, they were not as aggressive as you would hope they would be. Even though that their free throw percentage was 60%, it was only because they got to the free throw line only 7 times.
And Ottawa had gotten to the foul line twice as much than their opponent over the last 5 games, getting there over 130 times over those 5. So getting back to the free throw line, attacking the basket is going to be a key for Ottawa tonight. We'll take our first break here on the Fusion Alley pregame show. You're listening to Ottawa University women's basketball on KLFO.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Don't just watch the big game tomorrow. Make it an experience you'll never forget at the Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill Super Bowling Party. Tomorrow from 4 to close, enjoy $2 games or lane rental for only $15 an hour, and shoe rental is free. And what would a party be without food? Primetime Grill has you covered with half-price bone-in chicken wings and drink specials. Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill Super Bowling Party with the big game on 41 screens tomorrow from 4 to close at 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive in South Ottawa. More food, more drinks, and more fun than you'll have anywhere else. When it's game time, it's prime time.
Welcome back as Ottawa takes on Princeton tonight's doubleheader. Friends took the first meeting back in Wichita on December 5th, 51-49. Ottawa 33% from the floor, 37% from 3. Got to the foul line a lot at 70% on the night. And Jennifer Anthony scored 11. Mariah Grizzle was right behind her with 10. Grizzle had 1 rebound away from a double-double. Maddie McAvoy and Grizzle led the team with 3 assists apiece, but Friends able to get a game winner there to win at 51-49.
Well, and that's one thing that with this team this year is that they play hard, they play well, but they find little dips, little places where things fall apart, and they've got to keep it even keel for the entire length of the basketball game here this evening.
We'll take another break. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Don't just watch the big game tomorrow. Make it an experience you'll never forget at the Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill Super Bowling Party. Tomorrow from 4 to close, enjoy $2 games or lane rental for only $15 an hour, and shoe rental is free. And what would a party be without food? Primetime Grill has you covered with half-price bone-in chicken wings and drink specials. Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill Super Bowling Party with the big game on 41 screens tomorrow from 4 to close at 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive in South Ottawa. More food, more drinks, and more fun than you'll have anywhere else. When it's game time, it's prime time.
Welcome back to Wilson Fieldhouse as we get your starting lineups for you. We'll start with the visiting Friends University Falcons. And we will start with their forward and a senior, a 5'8" senior from Wichita, Kansas, number 1, Naria Hall, a transfer from Mid-Plains Community College. At guard, number 2, Khadijah Kelly, a 5'4" junior from Wichita, Kansas. At guard, number 3, Patrice Dodson, a 5'8" senior from Wichita, Kansas, a transfer from Allen University. At guard, number 10, Haley Rowland, a 5'6" senior from Wichita, Kansas, a transfer from Butler Community College. And at forward, number 12, Kira Ward, a 5'9" junior from Hartford, South Dakota, a transfer from Iowa Central Community College. For the Lady Braves, at guard, number 1, Maddie McAvoy, a 5'4" junior from Shawnee Mission, Kansas. At guard, number 3, Liz Vaughn, a 5'10" sophomore from Kansas City, Kansas. At forward, number 4, Mariah Grizzle, a 6-foot sophomore from DeSoto, Kansas. At guard, number 11, Kelsey Hendricks, a 5'9" senior from Emporia, Kansas. And at guard, number 20, Caitlin Hughes, a 5'4" senior from Merriam, Kansas. Bob, Ottawa playing their second game without Avery Lumen, who scored a career-high 23 last Saturday against St. Mary.
It's going to be a loss for this Ottawa University women's team. Avery brings a lot of fire. She picked up one of the incredible ball games just a little over a week ago, but unfortunately still hasn't been able to play yet. Hopefully the ladies will be able to find a way to gel without her and pick up an upset here, a game that's going to be really important. Just one game out of that 8th slot in the KCAC tournament.
Only 8 games left in the season. Ottawa 1 game back of that final spot in the KCAC tournament as they find themselves at 6-11 in the KCAC, 6-14 overall. Friends 7-11, 10-14 in the 10-14 overall. So one game separating these two teams. There are 2 teams at 7-11, McPherson and Friends, and then Southwestern Bethel sit at 7-10. As really no tiebreakers among those teams that were listed above Ottawa, but Friends did win the first game, so the Lady Braves have to come out with a win tonight to keep from losing that tiebreaker.
Yeah, as we mentioned, you can't really get any more important than what we've got here this afternoon, as the Lady Braves have been one of the hotter teams in the second half of the season in conference.
Mariah Grizzle will win the opening tip for the Lady Braves. They go from right to left in your first half here in Wilson Fieldhouse. Liz Vaughn steps back, leaves it with Caitlin Hughes, works back to the right wing on the right-hand dribble, loses it, gets it back. They'll find Kelsey Hendricks cutting inside. They'll kick it baseline. It's Liz Vaughn. Vaughn double team, picks up her dribble, goes off the glass, misses strong, and going the other way is Hall for Friends. They'll kick it in the corner to Rowland. Her 20-footer banks off the back rim, and it's tipped out of bounds by the Braves.
Braves really seemed like they came discombobulated in their first offensive possession, especially near the end. Would have liked to see them catch their breath a little bit, maybe relax just a little bit.
Another issue for Ottawa on Wednesday was the second chance points against Bethel. Not a 6'3" post out there for Friends tonight, but when they do miss shots, you cannot give them second and third opportunities. Liz Vaughn corrals the rebound on this one as the runner was long from Rowland. And a turnover by the Lady Braves on the other end. Hendricks was trying to find Grizzle. Bob, that's one you might want to go with a bounce pass instead of trying to laser it into the post.
Yeah, but at that point in time, you're just really trying to make a play. Grizzle had position. Unfortunately, that pass just too far in front of her.
Ottawa showing a little three-quarter court trap. Breaking it is Hall, where she leaves it left side for Rowland. Ottawa drops into a 2-3 zone. Rowland to the free throw line, kicks it left side to Dodson. Dodson will get a screen to her right. Goes back up top to Rowland. Rowland attacking to the bucket. Layup's good as she finger rolls it in from the right block.
Was able to split the defense there and find an open lane from the right side of the block. Can't get any easier right there.
Friends with an early 2-0 lead. 8:37 left in our first quarter. Hendricks to Vaughn at the top of the key. She'll go inside to Grizzle. Pass in the corner, finds Caitlin Hughes. Her three-pointer on the way, nothing but net. As Ottawa takes an early 3-2 lead.
That is a big three-pointer there. If you can get that three-point shooting going early, it'll lead to a lot of positives, and it could help the Lady Braves along the way here.
Hughes has been the first player off the bench all season, has had to start the last two matchups. On the other end, a reverse layup by Naria Hall, who is a little smaller than Mariah Grizzle, has more speed. Grizzle usually having to work with a bigger body out there is going to have to move her feet on defense. Vaughn to the right wing to Kelsey Hendricks. In the corner to Grizzle. They'll go down low to her, going high off the glass forward. And we talk about on one end the speed from Hall, and then on the other end, Grizzle takes advantage with her size.
Well, and Grizzle with that body is able to get positioning and able to take advantage of that. She made it look real simple herself right there.
Ottawa responds with a 5-4 lead, 7:36 left in the first quarter. Both teams have exchanged baskets on the last two possessions. Dodson to the free throw line, kicks it left side to Rowland. Rowland attacking, gets in the lane, going off the glass, too strong. Ball's loose, picked up by Ottawa.
Good job there by Kelsey Hendricks to get a body and force a bad shot in front of the player for the Falcons.
Hendricks throws it out of bounds on the other end, went with a no-look, trying to find Caitlin Hughes in the right wing. She'd already taken herself down into the right corner.
Couple of costly turnovers early here for the Braves team. You can't continue to give extra possessions to this Falcon squad.
And a sub from Ottawa as they will bring in number 21, Alyssa Guzman, the 5'4" freshman from San Antonio, Texas. Hall attacking, the floater is long. Rebound goes off the hands of Hughes. Tough break there, Bob. It took a weird bounce off the back rim for Hughes that tipped out of bounds.
It looks like that Hughes, she jumped early expecting it maybe to have a cleaner bounce off the rim. It did not. She knocks it out of play. Friends gets an extra opportunity here. This Braves defense with a big one here to try to stop any momentum.
Hall, right side, leaves it to Molinek. Molinek's jumper is short, gets her own rebound. Picking up attacking is Kelly. And another opportunity for Friends. This is their second offensive rebound of the game. Crossover dribble, going baseline, step through, and a foul called on Ottawa. A lot of steps taken there by Dodson, but she'll earn a trip to the free throw line.
Coach Tate wanted to cause trouble on that one. Originally, that's my first thought. As going to the line for the first time tonight was Patrice Dodson, 62% free throw shooter, 24-39 before missing that first one.
One of two players that averages double figures for the Falcons. She'll make the second, and we're tied at 5. 6:40 left in the half, and Friends showing a trap. Ottawa able to track it down in the corner, and a reach-in foul called on the Falcons. Maybe a makeup call there. That is the exact same official that head coach Bruce Tate was talking to on the last possession.
Well, you said the words that I was just about to say. I'm going to agree with you on that one. That may be a little bit of a makeup call for the Braves.
Ottawa to inbound. It'll go to Hughes on the left wing. We're tied at 5, 6:30 left first quarter. McAvoy crossover dribble, gets by Hall all the way to the bucket. A little too strong. It's the bottom of the rim, and Friends goes the other way. Rowland 3-on-2. Goes high off the glass, comes up short, but an offensive rebound by Null. And getting the rebound on the second attempt is Grizzle, but she throws it away right in the hands of Rowland.
Mistake there by Grizzle. She could have just hung on to it for an extra second, let everybody clear out. She's given Friends an opportunity for another possession.
Falcons not shooting great from the floor right now, but have 3 offensive rebounds on their first 6 possessions. Rowland to the elbow, into the hands of Ward. Ward has it stripped, ball's loose, and we're going to have a jump ball.
Possession's going to stay with the Falcons. With 7 seconds on the shot clock, so the Falcons will have to be quick and decide what they want to do.
Friends coming into tonight on a 6-game losing streak. They were in the middle of the KCAC table not too long ago, but it has been a tough stretch. Red coach Dean Jadderson's team, and a block inside with 5 on the shot clock gets knocked out of bounds by the Braves.
Braves right now playing really hard defensively here. and you got to like that energy that you see.
Inbound from Rowland to the right of the basket for the Falcons. Trying to go to Hall. Instead, they go near midcourt into the hands of Kelly. Kelly loses it. Ottawa going the other way, 2-on-1. McAvoy keeps it. McAvoy's pass to Liz Vaughn off the glass, scores on the jump stop.
That play right there started with Liz Vaughn on the reach-in to knock it away. She gets the cherry on top of the ice cream by getting the 2 points.
And on the other end, Ottawa sweeping defensively, and Khadijah Kelly makes them pay by finding Rowland down low for a left-handed layup.
Unacceptable. If you're a Braves fan, you've got to get back after the success you just had. You've let Falcons tie it up quickly.
7-7, 5:17 left first half. Hughes, NBA range 3 on the way, is long. Rebound pulled down by Rowland, who has had a fantastic first quarter. 7-7, 5:05 left in the first quarter. Right side is Dodson. She'll face up. Flashing to the elbow is Hall. Back up top, she'll find Kelly. Kelly driving on McAvoy, kicks it in the wing. Three-pointer on the way for Rowland off the front rim. Long rebound pulled down by Caitlin Hughes for the Braves. And she can push forward as Friends is slow to get back defensively. Kendricks driving, kicks it in the corner to McAvoy. Cross-court pass, and in the wing to Vaughn. Vaughn pick and roll with Brizzle. They will bounce pass inside to her. Double team, kicks it back out to Vaughn. Three-pointer on the way from McAvoy, in and out. Ball's loose, picking up for the Falcons.
Braves trying to play a game that they're not very good at when it calls for three-pointers, and it's cost them the last 2 possessions.
Hall all the way to the bucket, able to kick it in the corner. Step back 3 from Dodson on the way, long, into the hands of McAvoy for Ottawa. And Friends not really looking to get back defensively. Ottawa has to try and push the pace.
Ladies maybe a step behind. Another three-pointer away will be missed by the Lady Braves.
Offensive rebound, though. Attacking McAvoy off the glass. Gets to the contact of Dodson.
That's the game the ladies have to play here, Casey. Take it inside, be aggressive, force Friends to either foul you or score.
Ottawa leads 9-7 as we've gone back and forth in this first quarter, and a foul called on Ottawa.
Oh, I'm going to disagree with that one there, Casey. That was all ball, but they're going to say that there was more than that.
McAvoy called for the foul, her first personal, second team foul. Subs coming for both teams. In for Friends, number 4, Alex Molinex, and number 40, Tiffany Hurd. For Ottawa, number 2, Brianna Knight, the 5'7 freshman from Irving, Texas, along with Jennifer Anthony, the 5'5 junior from Pea Ridge, Arkansas.
Coach Tate not happy with some calls early on here, maybe feeling some travels.
And we're going to have a traveling call on this side, but a foul called on the far side. We'll see what the officials decide to do. And it is a traveling violation.
It was good defense there by the Lady Braves, held their ground, forced a bad decision there by the Falcons, and the Braves will get the ball as a reward.
First turnover of the night on Friends. Ottawa with a 2-point lead, 9-7. Neither team's led by more than 2 in our first quarter. As expected, both these teams right next to each other in the standings. Collins just checking in. She looks left wing for Anthony. Tracks it down in front of the Friends bench, and then she's called for a travel.
That one may have been a makeup call also right there, Casey, because I did not see Anthony take off early.
Cameron Collins, the 5'8 sophomore from McPherson, Kansas, transferred from Cloud County Community College, has had some good games here at home. Scored in double figures, and a pass that almost hit Dodson in the face. It's kicked back out to Kelly. Baseline is Hall. Hall inside. Looked like she might have traveled, lays it in.
There are a couple extra steps there, but the officials didn't see it that way. Ties the game up at 9, but no matter what, the ladies have got to find a way to hold their ground defensively here.
Hendricks on the arrowhead, guarded by Rowland. Right-hand dribble. Finds Anthony right wing. Faces up, swings it back up top to Collins. Left side, Hendricks. Hendricks, right-hand dribble. Finds Hughes coming off the screen from Collins. Gets another one from her, cutting back towards Anthony. Double team, she's in trouble among the trees. Her shot's blocked.
She went in along the land of giants and was not able to come away with a successful possession there.
Rowland, left corner, 3 on the way. In and out, rebound by Brianna Knight. And on the floor is Jennifer Anthony again. Here comes Hendricks, cross-court pass, beautiful pass. Unable to finish from 3 feet is Cameron Collins.
Had a great opportunity there, but unfortunately her footstep, I think that affected the shot.
Kelly, screen from Hall. Now she'll leave it with Rowland on the dribble handoff. Rowland to the middle of the floor, leaves it with Molinex. Molinex goes right by Anthony in the lane. She leaves it for her, goes through her hands and out of bounds for a turnover. 2:02 left in the first quarter. It's tied at 9. Sub coming for Friends. The number 13, Bridget Busby, a 5'7" freshman from Granbury, Texas.
Lady Braves looking to get some momentum here with this possession, trying to run some offense here. Again, Casey, I think it's imperative they get inside and force the Falcons to either foul them or give them a good shot.
Anthony, right wing, brings it back up top to Collins. On the wing to Hughes. Inside it'll go to Knight. And a whistle and a foul called on Friend.
Just as I was saying there, get it inside. You get it to Knight. She gets hacked and gets a foul on the Falcons. It's not a shooting one, but it gets them closer to it.
Hendricks to inbound for Ottawa. Has to go near midcourt where she finds Cameron Collins on the volleyball line. Collins looking to attack all the way to the bucket, high off the glass, scores with the left hand, and the lefty able to fight through the contact. Head coach Bruce Tate throws his hands up, asking why can't I get a foul.
She was able to finish it, though, get the deuce, and that's the important part.
Hurd throws up a shot, gets her own rebound, put back good, and Hurd, 6'2" junior from Gilbert, Arizona, by far the tallest player on the floor.
Had no trouble picking up the offensive boards there and no trouble putting it back. Ladies have got to find a way to get her in foul trouble.
Hendricks left side, Collins. Back to Hendricks on the arrowhead. Hendricks looks for Anthony coming off the screen. In the corner to Hughes. Trying to post up Knight. Instead they go back to Anthony to sling it around the key. Collins stepping into the elbow and a whistle and a 3-second violation called on Ottawa.
So the Braves with an unfortunate turnover there. Ottawa, though, staying toe for toe with the Falcons so far here in this first period. But unfortunately, there's been some costly mistakes here, Casey, that the ladies have to hammer out.
Savanya Kuka checking in for Friends. Kuka, the junior from Pittsburgh, California. Good defense there by Collins, almost forces the turnover and forces Mullinex to go back out on the wing. Kuka at the free throw line, left side pass Kelly. Floater slams off the backboard, but an offensive rebound put back by Hurd.
And again, the Braves having a hard time with Hurd being 6'2". Nobody's able to challenge her on the glass. She's able to get some easy rebounds.
13-11 Friends after Ottawa had hung on to the lead over the last 4 minutes. Shot clock is off, 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Hendricks a little hesitation on the dribble, trying to get it to Hughes. 6 seconds left, lob inside, that ball is going to be stolen. Friends goes the other way with it. Mullinex with the runner from half court, hits the backboard and drops, and that does it for our first quarter. And at the end of one, it's Friends 13, Ottawa 11. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Let's face it, auto insurance can be confusing. Do you know your comprehensive from your collision, your no fault from liability, your premium from your deductible? After an accident is no time to find out that your definition of full coverage is actually different from what your policy says. Let local State Farm insurance agent Keith King explain auto insurance in terms you can understand.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Safe, secure, strong. We're rock solid. Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Friends leads it at the end of one, 13-11. They finished that first quarter on a 4-0 run coming from the post player Tiffany Hurd, Bob, and really giving Ottawa some problems, and quickly we see Mariah Grizzle start the second quarter.
Well, you cannot allow a player with the size of Hurd to get position underneath the basket the way she has and not have somebody match up with her. It's going to be easy pickings all evening long.
Pick and roll started with Vaughn as they bring Vaughn, Guzman, Grizzle, Schaefer, and McAvoy into the game. McAvoy looking to go high off the glass. It's too strong, and Hurd making a difference on both ends of the floor right now for Friends. In transition. Jumper no good, and an over-the-back called as Salmons took the jumper. And the over-the-back will be called on Mullinex. On the floor right now for Friends, it's Roland, while Mullinex just checked out, joined by Dodson, Hurd, Busby, and Salmon. And they're going to guard Guzman the length of the floor here, Bob, trying to force the freshman into a turnover.
Well, the ladies have had some issues with turnovers so far in this ball game.
McAvoy attacking to the short corner, has to pick it up, and she's double teamed, has to go back up top. Dangerous pass, stolen. They were looking for Schaefer, and Ottawa's turned it over on their last 3 possessions. Salmon, down low to Busby, goes through her hands and out of bounds, last touch by Ottawa.
Can't get too angry with the Braves there on that last offensive possession. They were trying to force something inside. Pass was telegraphed, but could have easily drawn a foul, too.
Inbound's going to be knocked out of bounds by Grizzle. And it will remain with Sprint. Inbound will come from Roland to the right of the bucket. They'll lob it to Hurd in the short corner. Hand off to Roland, sets the screen for her. Roland attacking pick and roll with Hurd. Her pass thrown baseline. Somehow making that grab was Busby. Inside they'll go back to Hurd, and a whistle and a foul will be called on Grizzle for the hand check. First team foul on Ottawa in the second quarter. Second personal on Grizzle. And that is the first personal on Grizzle. Ball's loose, stolen away by Liz Vaughn. Vaughn, left side. Corner 3 on the way for McAvoy. Long. Offensive rebound, no by Grizzle. Putback's good.
Good job by Grizzle to follow the ball as she was coming in to get the easy board and put up the deuce to tie it up. And the ladies got to continue to attack inside.
Roland hands it off in the middle of the floor to Salmon. She'll work front court left, and they'll swing it from right to left into the hands of Salmon. Back to Roland. They're just keeping it around the key. Great backdoor cut by Hurd, and she'll score again.
Great ball movement there by the Falcons. Waiting, biding their time until Hurd can find a way to cut through there wide open for the easy basket.
Hurd was 6 off the bench for Friends, and a lot of contact down there with Grizzle. McAvoy open, 3 on the way. Rainbow banks off the backboard, hits front rim, and a rebound for Hurd. Going the other way of the Falcons. Kuka going the length of the floor, a foul called before the shot. And Ottawa's got to find a way to stop the dribble right now. Friends able to get easy penetration into the lane.
Yeah, Braves are having a hard time getting back, having a hard time finding their positions.
It'll be Guzman checking out into the game for Ottawa's Chelsea Hendricks. Friends to inbound to the left of the basket with Roland. Throwing it near midcourt to Kuka. Kuka drives on Vaughn, steps back, 3-pointer on the way, in and out. Rebound by Schaefer. Schaefer's double team, then dribbles it off her leg. No, it goes off the leg of Roland. Big break there for Ottawa, Bob. Looked like it went off the leg of Schaefer. For Ottawa, returning is Cameron Collins. Schaefer will sit. And back to the full court press for Friends.
Braves having a hard time getting through it and getting something good.
Friends leads 15-13, 7:40 left, second quarter. And they are really face guarding right now. Ottawa's got to try and get some movement, set some screens, some backdoor cuts. Hendricks picks up her dribble, Bob. She's in trouble. Does find McAvoy cutting, and a late whistle by the officials down low. Didn't look like he wanted to call that foul, but with the contact and the way the ball flew out of bounds.
That one's going to be called on Gracie Salmons. Salmons, a 5'6" freshman guard out of Texas, Denton Calvary Academy. And it's going to be 2 for the for the Braves. And Maddie McAvoy coming into this one, 77% free throw shooter, 62 of 81 so far this season.
McAvoy had a tough time on Wednesday, just 2 points against Bethel.
That's going to be another key here tonight for the Braves, Casey, as the second one's good. They're going to have to get more production than from 1 or 2 people. You're going to have a handful of people here this evening.
Tied at 15, 7:22 remaining in the first half. But Ottawa dropping back into, it looks like a box and one at the wing position, or maybe just some confusion, Bob. But Ottawa gets the rebound anyways. McAvoy was going man-to-man. Everyone else on the floor looked like they were in zone. Vaughn goes the length of the floor through the contact, a whistle and a foul called. As Vaughn is going to shoot 2, and They were looking to see if there was going to be a charge called on the baseline, but it is a foul called on Friends and number 23, Gracie Salmon.
I absolutely love the fire of Liz Vaughn. She's going to take it to you. She's going to bring a fight to you every time. And again, this is where the Braves make their mark, is by being aggressive. As Vaughn is a 64% free throw shooter, and she'll make the first. She's been to the free throw line before that one 141 times. She's made 90. So,
and she is much improved, Bob. Was around 50% once conference started and has been tremendous over the last 3 or 4 games. As she hits the second, and Ottawa goes up 17-15. That's a 4-0 run for Ottawa. All of those coming from the foul line. Kelly puts one finger in the air, crossover drill for her. Pass left side in the hands of Dodson to Kelly. Right wing to Rowland. Free throw line pass is tipped. Picked up, though, by the Falcons. Rowland on the wing. Jab step. Hands it off to Kuka. Kuka gets a screen at the elbow. Step back jumper from 20. Nothing but net.
Pretty shot there for Kuka. And she was able to drain it and tie this one up.
Collins left wing. Leaves it with Vaughn at the top of the key. Just keeps the dribble. Drives on Kuka. Double teamed is Liz Vaughn. Has to throw it to Collins. Gets a screen from Knight. Collins from 25. Picks up her dribble. Left side to McAvoy. McAvoy a little head fake. Works back to the middle of the floor. 8 seconds for Ottawa. Pass from the corner to Vaughn. Three-pointer from Liz Vaughn on the way. Nothing but net. My goodness, Liz Vaughn. We'll have to check the stats, Bob. That's got to be somewhere in the 9th or 10th threes she's made on the season.
She is only, before that one, 2 of 17.
I was about to say she had to be in that area, but a huge three-pointer for Ottawa. Their second made 3 of the night, and Liz Vaughn taking that in with a lot of confidence.
A lot of confidence there from the short corner. Friends with an empty possession there, so the women with an opportunity, the Braves, to make this maybe a 5-point advantage here if they can find some success.
This is their largest lead of the game at 3. As Anthony dribbles into a double team, gets by 2 defenders, goes all the way to the basket, right-hand layup's good.
What a great job to stay with it, dribble it around, find an open place, and come in from the left side of the key.
Ottawa goes up by 5, 22-17, 5:34 left in the half. Rowland to Hall at the elbow, guarded by Knight. She'll spin, kicks it back up top to Kelly. Kelly free throw line jumper short, but an offensive rebound. No, ripped away by Liz Vaughn. Out of the hands of Hall. 3-quarter length pass goes over the head of Collins and a turnover. Going the other way is Dodson. Full head of steam. Kicks it corner. 3-pointer for Hall on the way. Air ball. Ball's loose. Still on the floor, and Kelly comes away with it. Just wanted it more. Rowland open 3 right corner. Long. An offensive rebound by Dodson that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Liz Vaughn.
Braves are going to catch a break right here, Casey. A lot of confusion defensively, leaving players open in the corners. Now they can at least regroup and figure out where they need to be here.
Ottawa by 5, but Friends getting a 3rd opportunity on this possession. Rowland's inbound, finds Kelly at the point. Pass left side, finds Rowland. She'll work her way back to the middle of the floor. Kelly to the elbow, 18-footer for her, front rim, rebound by Vaughn. And Ottawa seems okay with letting Kelly take shots from the elbow or just anything outside 10 feet. They're just kind of backing off of.
Go ahead, Casey.
Right side to Hughes, left side Collins. 3-pointer from Cameron Collins is front rim. Rebounds loose. Knight got a finger on it, but Rowland gets the rebound. Rowland the other way in the paint. Right side Dodson for 3. Nothing but net. And Ottawa's going to take a timeout. 30-second timeout called by the Braves with 4:22 remaining in the half. You're listening to Braves basketball on KOFO.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission is your place for activities and other programs designed to keep the members of our community active and healthy. Visit us at the GOT building or online at orcottawaks.org to see recreation options for all ages. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bring recreation to life.
Pick up the best-selling rechargeable 10-watt flashlight at Napa Auto Parts, Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner. Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe to the Ottawa Herald for their sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $31.13 plus tax, including internet access. Or get online for only $9.22 a month plus tax. Call 242-4700 or visit ottawaherald.com.
Here in Wilson Fieldhouse, Ottawa leads 22-20. Bob, I think that was a timeout called just due to the fact that Friends doesn't have a whole lot of three-point shooters. Dodson, one of their best three-point shooters, and the Lady Braves leave them open. That's a scouting report issue.
I think it was a good idea to make some changes, get everything clear.
And draining a three in the corner is Maddie McAvoy. Her first three of the night, and that's the second three in a row that Ottawa's been able to connect on. And they go up by 5. That ties their largest lead of the game.
If the Braves can stay relatively decent from outside the arc, that really opens up a lot for this offense, as a foul is going to be called against McAvoy, her second.
And they're actually going to call this one on Mariah Grizzle. Shows 3 fouls on her on the board, but I believe it's only 2. So that's the second personal on Mariah Grizzle. And Hall's free throw comes up short.
Hall is usually a pretty good free throw shooter for the Falcons, 79%, 53 of 67 before getting to the line there.
Hall second does go, and subs coming in for Ottawa. Brianna Knight will check in for Grizzle. 25-21 Braves, and Friends back to the full court press. Vaughn to inbound it. And going to get close to a 5-second violation. Knight comes back and gets it at the free throw line, throws it into the hands of Vaughn. Had to have been at about a 4-second call there. Inside, Liz Vaughn going to the free throw line again, splits the double team and gets hacked on the arm and goes back to the free throw line.
And this is the Braves' strategy, Casey. This is what gets them success, being aggressive like this. And now Vaughn going back to the line. As we mentioned, getting better from the free throw line. She made her first 2 earlier in the game.
Anthony checks out. Hendricks comes back in. Leading scorer is Liz Vaughn with 7. Also with 7, Maddie McAvoy. Free throw for Vaughn, good. And it looks like she's gotten a little bit more of a knee bend now than what we saw early on in the season. More arc on her shot. Gives you more of a chance when you don't have a flat shot of getting some of those bounces around the rim like she just did there. She's 4 for 4 from the foul line in this quarter, up to 9 points in the first half for Vaughn. Ottawa by 6, their largest lead of the game.
Falcons now, one thing they've been doing was being patient and finding the right shot. That's what they got to continue to do.
Ottawa into 3-2 zone, double teamed inside, shots blocked by Kaylin Hughes, and she'll go the other way with it. A little hesitation from her as she drives by Hall. They're going to double team her. Kick it back up top to Hendricks. Ottawa moves it left side. McAvoy for a 3 off the front rim. Offensive rebound by Vaughn, and then the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Friends.
And coming back in, Casey, for the Falcons, it's going to be the 6'2" Tiffany Hurd. So a little bit of a size advantage coming up for the Falcons here. And now they're going to change their ruling. It was going to be Braves ball. Now they're going to say it belongs to the Falcons.
And the officials say they got more information. So I guess, 6-point lead for Ottawa, 3:07 to go in the half, and Dodson wide open 3 again. This time Ottawa catches a big break as it hits the side rim and goes out of bounds.
Waste of possession there by the Falcons.
Timeout will be called by head coach Dean Jatterston of Friends University. The 30-second timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University women's basketball on KOFO.
Summer parties will be that much sweeter on your brand new deck. See Trendle Lumber at 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
Don't just watch the big game tomorrow. Make it an experience you'll never forget at the Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill Super Bowling Party. Tomorrow from 4 to close, enjoy $2 games or lane rental for only $15 an hour, and shoe rental is free. And what would a party be without food? Primetime Grill has you covered with half-price bone-in chicken wings and drink specials. Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill Super Bowling Party with the big game on 41 screens tomorrow from 4 to close at 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive in South Ottawa. More food, more drinks, and more fun than you'll have anywhere else. When it's game time, it's prime time.
Ottawa by 6, 27-21, and one of the things you talked about in pregame, Bob, was getting back to what Ottawa does well, which is getting to the foul line. Liz Vaughn has taken over here in our second quarter.
Certainly has, and that's the kind of thing that this team is going to need to have here to continue to come away with success. I think this Braves team could be a dangerous squad down the stretch, but it depends on how they show up and who shows up each game.
Inbound will go to Hendricks. His friends again going man-to-man. The length of the floor, they're going to trap near midcourt. Kick it over to Hendricks. Right corner, three-pointer. Hughes on the way, in and out. She hit her first three of the game, but has missed her last three. Offensive rebound, though, for Ottawa. McAvoy to Hendricks to the free throw line. Right side pass to Hughes. Hughes asking for a screen. She'll get one. Picks up her dribble, has to go to the point with McAvoy. McAvoy inside off the glass, in and out, gets her own rebound, and a foul will be called on Tiffany Hurd. Good inside position there by McAvoy to at least force the officials to blow the whistle.
And that's going to be a key right here, is if you can continue to get maybe get some ground here, force Hurd into a bad position where she has to foul, get her into some foul trouble. That will certainly help the Braves out as this game goes on.
That is the 15th foul on Friends, first personal on Hurd, and McAvoy to the line for two more. Hit her first two free throws of the evening. This one's no good, though, a little long.
McAvoy, as we mentioned, coming into the game, 77% from the free throw line.
Second on the way, good. Ottawa by 7. Friends has gone on quite the drought, Bob, over the last 3 minutes.
Defense for Ottawa playing very strong. The Falcons, though, need to go to what counts.
Hurd inside, driving, looking to score, and does, is going to be Molinek with the fadeaway from 4 feet. Cross-court pass finds Hughes. Looking to drive baseline on Hurd. Gets in the lane, has it stripped. Vaughn comes away with it, though. Vaughn, the short corner, picks it up. Cutting to the basket is Hendricks. In the corner, Vaughn, another three. This time it's no good. Kicks back out. Long rebound will find Brianna Knight. Doesn't realize that she could have let that one go in the backcourt, Bob, as that was off of a shot. It wouldn't have been a loss of possession, but then a whistle and a foul called on the Braves when it looked like they were going the other way, 3-on-1.
Falcons will, as they were driving through, coming into the lane was Hall. She's going to be hacked. So the Braves will have their 4th team foul here in the period.
Inbound down low to Hall. The rolling left side pass is stripped away by Vaughn, and Ottawa goes the other way. 3-on-2. Hughes loses the handle, and it's going to go out of bounds for a turnover.
Hughes was not sure what she wanted to do with that ball. She thought about taking the shot, decided at the last minute she'd get rid of it, and it cost the Braves right there on that possession.
28-23 Braves, 1:33 left, second quarter. Hall had her dribble and had some space, able to leave it in the corner to Molinek. Back up top to Salmon. Swinging around the key to Rowland. Rowland facing up with 8 on the shot clock. Molinek passes tipped, still finds Salmon. Left side pass into the hands of Hall. Hall drives, 1 second. Able to get it away is Rowland for 3, and of course it's good, Bob.
Incredible job there, and an incredible shot by Salmons as she was able to drain the 3 straight away, and it gets the Falcons team within 2.
5-0 run for the Falcons. Pick and roll down low, Vaughn's in trouble. Double team, she's going to be called for the travel. Looked like she kept her pivot foot there. The Friends bench bleeding for it.
This official here on the near side, I think, is seeing a completely different game than what we're watching right now, as he's made a couple of calls that leave you scratching your head.
Well, being affected by the voices around you, I think, has been another problem. Inside pass is tipped, going to be picked up by Rowland. Knight had a piece of it. 3-pointer on the way for Friends, long. Ball's loose, Hurd rips it away from Hughes. Offensive board. Down low, Hurd, layup's good. Friends on a 7-0 run. We're tied at 28.
Well, Knight was not going to get anything with that flop that you would have seen coming out of U.S. Today's men's soccer match with Costa Rica.
Left side, McAvoy for 3. That's a big one as it goes.
Huge 3-pointer there, left wide open in the near corner.
McAvoy into double figures with 11. Rowland. Ottawa by 3. Rowland with another 3. It's good. This time from NBA range, and that is how we're going to go into halftime, tied at 31.
A disappointing finish here, Casey, for the Braves. You had an 8-point lead, and you let the Falcons come back and get it tied at 31 apiece going into the half with 2 big 3-pointers. Those are huge momentum boosters at a bad time.
We'll take a break. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on KOFO.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Don't let a dripping faucet drive you completely out of your mind. See Trendle Lumber at 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
Hi, this is Margie Hindeleiter from Bank Midwest. You'll often hear us say, this is where common sense lives. That means doing the little things, like knowing your name. And it means supporting Ottawa University. That should be common sense for how a bank does business. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives.
Save time and hassle later by checking your vehicle now to be sure all of your lights and signals are in working order, adjust mirrors, and check your tire pressure. This reminder from CarStar Ottawa. Call 242-8916. CarStar. Relax. We'll take it from here.
If you like pina coladas, get
Spilled your pina colada? Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up spills and messes quicker and is 2 times more absorbent than the leading ordinary brand, so you can get back to getting caught in the rain. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Protect you and your family from the flu. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts, pharmacist at Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Did you know you can get your flu shot at Kramer Pharmacy at 134 South Main? The flu can be life-threatening to some young people or elderly. It's best to get the flu shot as soon as you can, so you're protected going into flu season. Covered by Medicare and most insurance. Get your flu shot today at Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, with convenient parking on Main Street or out back at Legacy Square. Call 242-2055 or visit KramerRx.com.
Back here in Ottawa, Kansas, as the Ottawa University women's basketball team is tied with the Friends University Falcons at 31. Ottawa and Friends really going back and forth through much of the first quarter, Bob. Friends led at the end of one, 13-11, but Ottawa finished that half on a 4-0 run, and they took a lead into the first timeout of the game, called by Friends at the 4:22 mark of the second quarter, as leading 22-20 at that point where the Ottawa University Braves. They would extend that lead out to as many as 8 with just over 3 minutes to go. It was a Friends finishes on an 8-0 run to finish the first half, and we are tied at 31. We'll take our first break. When we come back, we will hopefully have stats for you. You're listening to Ottawa University women's basketball on KOFO.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting GreatLifeGolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve, to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323. Napa Know-How is a knowledgeable and friendly staff serving you in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
Summer parties will be that much sweeter on your brand new deck. See Trendle Lumber at 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
Most of us get a little grouchy if we happen to miss breakfast or lunch every now and then. But unfortunately, for many struggling families in our community, skipping meals is a regular occurrence. It doesn't have to be. Because when you give to the Salvation Army, you help your neighbors in need win the battle to keep food on the table. Want to join this fight for good? Please visit GiveWestwood1.org. That's GiveWestwoodOne.org to make a donation.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
Come on, one more rep. You got this. 10. There it is. Nice work, man. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix? That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas. The Big Hurt, right?
Oh, yeah. This is a legit product. The key ingredient is Testofen, which helps boost free testosterone levels and increase lean muscle mass.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Hey, are they still giving out complimentary bottles bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy and endurance.
Man, I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
No problem. You just got to send them a text. Text BODY to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Nugenix samples are not available in stores, so text BODY to 42424 right now. Text BODY to 42424. That's BODY to 42424.
Welcome back to Wilson Fieldhouse as we're at halftime between Ottawa and Friends. Friends finishes the half on a 7-0 run to tie it at 31, capped off by a Haley Rowland three-pointer from, felt like Osage City, Bob, to bury it and take Friends into halftime with all the momentum.
It was a long-distance three, but what's really more important out of it is the amount of momentum the Falcons gained at the end of that half as they get ready to start, we get ready to start the second half. The Braves are going to have to find a way to get a killer instinct here, Casey. You had an 8-point lead. You let it get away, and now you're tied at the half. You've got to find a way, and maybe it's cliche to when you put your foot on the back of a neck, but you got to find a way to finish it off.
I agree. We'll take another break here at halftime. You're listening to Braves basketball on KOFO.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
Don't just watch the big game tomorrow. Make it an experience you'll never forget at the Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill Super Bowling Party. Tomorrow from 4 to close, enjoy $2 games or lane rental for only $15 an hour, and shoe rental is free. And what would a party be without food? Primetime Grill has you covered with half-price bone-in chicken wings and drink specials. Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill Super Bowling Party with the big game on 41 screens tomorrow from 4 to close at 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive in South Ottawa. More food, more drinks, and more fun than you'll have anywhere else. When it's game time, it's prime time.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
It's late at night. You've been visiting family and you're on your way home. You didn't see the deer in front of you until it was too late. Everyone is safe. Your vehicle did its job and protected you. Now you get to find out if your auto insurance does the same. It will, because you have State Farm Auto Insurance through local agent Keith King in Ottawa.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Back here in Wilson Fieldhouse, we're at the break. Ottawa and Friends tied in our ladies matchup 31-31. We'll look at the first half stats. Haley Rowland hit 2 threes in her last 2 shots of the half to finish with 10 points. 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. So up to that point, Bob, was 0 of 3 from deep, and maybe Ottawa felt like they could stag off a little bit, but she made them pay.
Well, we talked about three-point shooting for the Falcons and maybe laying off with some shooters and letting them take those shots. I don't think you can do that now.
Naria Hall finishes with 5 points, 3 boards in the first. Khadijah Kelly, who one of the leading scorers on this club coming into tonight, averages almost 9 points a game. No points for her, but she has 3 rebounds. Kira Ward, no points and a rebound. Alex Melinek, 2 points. Savanya Kuka with 2. And Tiffany Hurd, 8 points off the bench, Bob. Impact player for Friends in the first half, the 6'2 forward, giving Ottawa all kinds of problems.
Oh, absolutely. The Braves, with not a lot of answers for her, she towers over everybody for Ottawa. Your tallest player is 6 foot. That's Mariah Grizzle. But when Grizzle's not out there, you lose that size advantage. We saw when Grizzle was out there with Hurd, she was able to do a pretty good job of keeping her away from the offensive boards or easy shots. When Grizzle's not out there, it's easy pickings, and the Braves have got to find a way to keep that from happening.
Friends in the first half shooting 37% from the floor, 23% from deep, 3 of 13. All 3 of those coming in the final 5, those 3 makes all coming in the final 5 minutes of the first half, and only went to the foul line 4 times, making 2 of them. The rebound situation in favor of Ottawa, 17-15. 3 assists for Friends, 5 turnovers on the Falcons, 1 block, and 4 steals for Ottawa. 6 assists, 10 turnovers, 1 block, 2 steals. Lady Braves 41% from the floor, 4 of 13 from deep. That's ahead of their average. They only average 5 makes a game from three-point land and 7 of 8 from the foul line, so improving from the free throw line were the Lady Braves in the first half.
Well, already more free throw shots in this first half than they had the entire game last on Wednesday night. But the Braves have got to find a way to get there. To me, a successful team for a successful game for the Braves, and one that would lead to a win, is getting to that free throw line somewhere between 17 to 25 times. And the Braves are halfway, or just about halfway there. They've got to continue, though, especially in this third quarter, to come out and be aggressive and force it.
Lady Braves 41% from the field. That is well above their average. Leading scorer in that first half, Maddie McAvoy, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 of 6 from deep, 3 of 9 overall. Mariah Grizzle, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Liz Vaughn, 9 points, 4 boards, as she was 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Vaughn and McAvoy, the only players for Ottawa to get to the foul stripe. Caitlin Hughes, 3 points, 2 rebounds. Cameron Collins, 2 points. Jennifer Anthony, 2 points. As Ottawa had 6 assists on 10 made baskets, that's above their average. But those 10 turnovers, Bob, killer, as those turnovers became 12 Prince points.
That was the killer in Wichita back in December, Casey. And right now, with 10 in the first half, you're on pace for at least 20. Again, unacceptable. You got to be better with the ball here in the second half, make better decisions, better passes. But more importantly, you got to have an idea what you're going to do with that ball once you have it. You can't wait till the last minute to make that decision.
We'll take our last break of the halftime show. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half. You're listening to Braves basketball on KOFO.
Don't let a dripping faucet drive you completely out of your mind. See Trendle Lumber at 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
Marine tractor and small engine motor oil available at Napa Auto Parts, Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
Whether you're in the game or working around the house, injuries happen, but not all of them warrant a trip to the ER. For sprains, minor cuts, and less serious ailments, Advent Health Ottawa's Express Care Clinic can help. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Advent Health Ottawa, helping you feel whole. Visit adventhealthottawa.com.
If you like pina coladas and getting
Spilled your pina colada? Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up spills and messes quicker, and is 2 times more absorbent than the leading Ordinary brand, so you can get back to getting caught in the rain. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Most of us get a little grouchy if we happen to miss breakfast or lunch every now and then. But unfortunately, for many struggling families in our community, skipping meals is a regular occurrence. It doesn't have to be, because when you give to the Salvation Army, you help your neighbors in need win the battle to keep food on the table. Want to join this fight for good? Please visit GiveWestwood1.org. That's GiveWestwoodOne.org to make a donation.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
There's no doubt a cold Kansas winter is headed our way. Is your heater up to the challenge? Call the pros at Adamson Brothers to make sure. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Welcome back as we look to start the second half. I want to give you some scores from some other sports today. Ottawa baseball gets the win in Game 1, 16-1 over Sagu. In Game 2, it has gone final. Sagu wins at 7-3, so they split the series. 2-2. So Ottawa baseball starts out 2-2 on their year. Ottawa softball took on Hastings today out of the GPAC. Ottawa winning game 1 13-5, but trailing in the 6th inning 9-3 in game 2. That one being played at Washburn, as the turf being put in for baseball and softball currently. And Bob had a chance to go down there. I had a chance to go down there before these games today. It's going to be fantastic when it's done here in a few weeks.
It's going to be a great complex and maybe one of the best ones to play at in the KCAC. Very exciting times for those programs, as you don't have to worry too much about the weather causing issues anymore.
That's exactly right. And the dust getting in the face as a broadcaster. That's another positive.
No, there's that too.
Starters back out there for both teams. Dodson takes a quick three, slams off the backboard, but an offensive rebound. Floater in the lane is good from Kira Ward, and Friends takes an early lead. That gives them a 10-0 run standing back to the end of the second quarter. Ottawa's got to find a way to get some easy looks inside. McAvoy kicks it to Grizzle. Three-pointer's going to come up short. Defensive board for Friends.
Waste of possession there as the Falcons are feeling it, able to convert on their offensive possession. The Braves come up empty-handed. Falcons now can extend their lead to one of the largest they've had in this game.
You're exactly right. They've only led by 2 all night. That was early on in the first quarter. A steal by Kelsey Hendricks, and Ottawa can go in transition. They have Caitlin Hughes. Hughes inside off the glass. Layup's good.
Big bucket there for the Braves. They needed to keep this one within at least one possession or tied, and they were able to do so there to get that easy bucket.
Ottawa now with 7 fast break points to just 0 for Friends. In the short corner is Hall. She'll keep it at the elbow. Spinning left side, layup strong. Vaughn trying not to pick up the foul. Reverse layup's no good either, and she's got to get another opportunity. The offensive rebounds have been a problem today for Ottawa. In the first half, they gave up 7 on the night. That's now 8 total.
You're giving plenty of second chances to this Falcons squad, as going back to the line for Friends is going to be Patrice Johnson, 62% free throw shooter, as she'll miss that first one off the back iron. You cannot continue to give a team like Friends plenty of opportunities for second chances.
Friends 2 of 5 from the foul line on the night. Missing the second is Hall, and a rebound for Liz Vaughn, who is working on another double-double tonight. She's already up to 9 points scoring, and in that first half had 4 rebounds. Hendricks at the right wing. It's driving on Rowland. Pass left side to Grizzle. In the corner, it goes to McAvoy. Cross-court pass down low. They'll go to Hendricks. And they're going to call a stoppage of play. The shot clock, they're saying, was off by 1 second, and they're going to move it to 9 seconds. And it's going to be an inadvertent whistle. Ottawa looked like they were about to get an easy layup. They'll go to Grizzle, double team, kick it back out, ball stolen. Possession stolen for Ottawa there. Dodson to the basket, layup's way too strong. Rebound by Ottawa and Hughes, and they'll go the other way with it. McAvoy 2-on-2, a little hesitation, working on Rowland. Shot's going to be no good, and then they call a traveling violation on McAvoy. 11th turnover on Ottawa.
Inadvertent whistle almost gave the Falcons an opportunity to take the lead. Coach Tate will take a timeout.
Ottawa with 3 timeouts remaining. This is a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
What if you were rewarded for shopping? Sutton's Jewelry is doing just that. Receive $10 cash back for every $100 purchase at Sutton's. Treat yourself at Sutton's or use as a gift. It's your choice. And speaking of choices, Sutton's has an extensive selection of engagement rings, wedding sets, diamonds, gemstones, gold, contemporary metals, necklaces, earrings, bracelets, watches, and every piece qualifies for the $10 cash back on every $100 purchase. Offer good through February 14th. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main Street, Ottawa.
Friends in the midst of a 10-2 run as we're tied at 33. Still trying to figure out what the inadvertent whistle was for on our end, but ended up almost costing Ottawa that possession. 8:03 remaining in the third quarter. We're tied at 33. Rowland to the elbow with Hall. They'll go down low into the hands of Kelly. They'll kick it back up top. Ball's loose. Trying to tack it down in the backcourt is Dodson. Ottawa had 2 players go right by her. It's a 4-on-3 break. Rolling in the corner, 3-pointer. Yes, sir.
Cannot leave anybody as wide open as that. two players committing to go after the basketball. Yeah, you got to like that hustle, but you've got to be smart, and gave up an easy three.
Friends hitting their 4th three of the night. They've hit 4 out of their last 5, and another whistle as Vaughn going straight to the bucket there to try and slow things down for Ottawa. As Friends in the middle of a 13-2 run.
Vaughn is a sophomore, got a very high basketball IQ, Casey, as she gets ready to shoot too. And you've got to like what you see out of the youngster.
Free throw for Vaughn, good.
Brings the Braves within 2. As Vaughn's second will tickle the twine, and the Braves are within 1, 36-35.
And Liz Vaughn into double figures with 11. Inside, Friends misses the short bunny from 5 feet. Dean Jadderson looking for a foul. His team not going to get it. Going inside to Grizzle. Left-hand layup short. Tries to get her own rebound, but Friends takes it away.
Not able to get enough on that one. Friends did a great job of double-teaming Grizzle.
Ward driving in. Pass left side to Dotson. They'll swing it around the key to Rowland on the right wing. Rowland back up top to Kelly. Kelly all the way to the basket. Floats, scores off the glass with the right hand.
Hung in the air, used the right hand to get the gentle kiss off the glass and get that lead back to 3 for the Falcons.
38-35 in favor of Friends. Dangerous pass, does find Hughes. Wide open 3, it's long. Rebound tracked down by Grizzle though, and she'll kick it back out to Hughes on the wing where Ottawa can reset with 16 on the shot clock. Hughes' pass is going to be stolen, picked away by McAvoy. Ball's loose, still on the floor. Friends gets the steal. But taking it back is Grizzle. Chaotic possession for Ottawa. McAvoy to Grizzle, it's stolen away by Kelly. Ottawa turned it over 3 times on that possession.
Unacceptable there. We talked about already having 10 in the first half.
Shot inside is long, saving it is Hughes from going out of bounds. Sloppy play from both teams to start our 3rd quarter. It's 38-35, Friends. 5:52 to go 3rd.
Well, we are absolutely not seeing a clinic so far here to start this 3rd quarter, Casey.
Hendricks gets the handoff, gets the elbow now to the wing where she leaves it with Vaughn. Right corner, McAvoy steps into a 3. She's fouled, and the 3 is good.
What a big bucket there by McAvoy to put that up. Count it. She's going to the line for the 4-point play. Game is tied, and the Braves can retake the lead. There's a momentum shifter right there if you needed one.
McAvoy with 14 on the night. That's her 3rd 3, as she's 3 of 7. Both these teams shooting the 3 well. Ottawa came into the evening averaging 5 makes, Friends the same. This feels very similar to what we saw last Saturday. Ottawa had to hit 10 threes to beat St. Mary. So far they've hit 6. And St. Mary only averaged 4 threes a game. They hit 9. So I don't know what it is about the rims here in Wilson Fieldhouse, but everyone seems to shoot the ball well when they step on the floor here.
Shooters touch rims. You got to like that if you're a shooter.
I never got that bounce during intramurals, though, as a student for some reason. I don't know, Bob.
Well, you know, hey, you're a kicker.
And what a play by Guzman, throwing it off the leg of Ward as it's out of bounds. Smart play by the freshman to give Ottawa possession.
Ottawa now with the 1-point lead. Take your time. Find your place to be aggressive in the paint. Play your game.
And Guzman not looking, was trying to find Anthony. Luckily for Ottawa, he gets knocked out of bounds and will stay with the Braves with 5:06 left in the 3rd. Guzman to inbound to the left of the basket. Coming off the screen will be Hughes. Ottawa's going to have to get it into midcourt. They will throw it to Anthony at the volleyball line. Collins for a 3. Yes, sir.
Big bucket there for the Braves as it gives a 4-point lead.
Ottawa's flipped this one on its head here as Friends look like they were taking all the momentum away to start this 2nd half. Ottawa's hit back-to-back 3. Kelly, left side rolling in the corner. Driving baseline, good look inside. Ward can't score. Fighting for the rebound is Grizzle, ripping it away. She'll start the break the other way, 3-on-2. Anthony with a 7-footer. It comes up short. Offensive rebound, no good for Grizzle. And the putback.
Great job by Grizzle to start it on the defensive side and be there to get the offensive board, and that's the kind of momentum you got to have.
And on the other end, stepping into another three is Dodson. Nothing but net for her.
A big one there by Dodson to give the Falcons back within 3. Braves defense didn't get any pressure on her. You can't leave a good shooter like that as open as she was.
Anthony's bounce pass finds Grizzle. They'll double team her. Anthony spinning, gets in the lane, looking to go off the glass, falls to the floor. No whistle, rebound by Friend. 2-on-2 break led by Kelly. Kelly dribbles into the right corner, finds Rowland on the wing, gets by one defender, drives in the lane, used the elbow. Pass is stolen by Collins anyway. Collins the other way, loses it, tracks it down left corner. Collins left alone. They'll kick it back up to Guzman. Guzman, the free throw line, finds Grizzle. Left side Collins, another three for her. It's a little long. Rebound pulled down. It's on the floor. Battled for it. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Ottawa.
Great job, great hustle, great fight there by the Lady Braves and Alyssa Guzman right there underneath the basket trying to get the rebound. And now the ladies, unfortunately, goes off of them, but they're able to hang their head high after that one.
44-41 Ottawa, 3:35 left in the third quarter. Subs coming for both teams were Hurd, Salmons, and Busby. For Ottawa, back into the game, Brianna Knight and Liz Bond. Floater from 5 is good for Molinex. And this has just been a game of runs for both sides.
Great job there. Beat the pressure that the Braves put on you and get a nice little floater there. Get within 1.
Little hesitation from Guzman, has to kick it out to Anthony right wing, drills between the legs, takes a step back 3, it draws rim. But a rebound for Friend. That one looked good leaving her hand, just needed a little bit more to creep over the front side of the rim. Kuka to the free throw line. Dodson another 3. This time it's in and out. Rebound by Liz Vaughn.
Couple wasted possessions right there for both teams.
Vaughn inside driving on Kuka, and they're going to call Vaughn for the charge.
You're going to get that call every so often, Casey. You're going to get called for the charge, but I would rather you be aggressive and go after and do that.
And it wasn't like Vaughn hit her square either. She was trying to step through the double team, and Kuka was already falling down. That's one that the backside officials got to blow the whistle on. And it was the official here on our near side that blew it. Subs for Friends. Back into the game will be Ward, so they're going to go with more size as Ottawa had to go a little smaller to give Grizzle a breather. And for Liz Vaughn, she picks up another foul and now have to go to the bench. Ottawa's lead at 1, 2:43 left in the third.
Keep an eye on this mismatch here. Caitlin Hughes is on Hurd. Hughes is just 5'4".
5'4" against 6'2". Have to make sure she boxed out on any missed shot. Kuka step back from 17, draws front rim, ball's loose, picked up by Dodson for Friend. Dodson in the corner, leaves it with Kuka left wing, guarded by McAvoy. Left side Dodson, 3 again. It's in and out. Offensive rebound though by Friend. And Ottawa's lack of size is coming back to bite them right now. Pass down low goes through the hands of Hurd, and it was last touched by Hendricks.
Braves giving up way too many second and third chances here. You've got to make a stand. You've got to get the ball.
Lob to Hurd on the left block. She'll leave it with Kuka on the handoff. Right hand's over her, spinning. Gets in the lane, and she'll travel.
So with all the issues there with the offensive boards that the Braves gave up, great job by Ottawa to force a turnover as they still carry that 1-point lead with just over 2 to play here in the third period.
44-43 Braves leading the Falcons. Drilling out to the right corner will be McAvoy. To the point with Hughes. Backdoor cut, finds Chelsea Hendricks double team. Unfortunately can't get a shot up. They'll swing it left side, McAvoy. McAvoy driving, has Hughes right wing, another 3 coming from her. Off the front rim, offensive rebound, put back, and a foul will be called on Friend. Brianna Knight able to get a big rebound, getting in front of her.
Gracie Salmons will be the perpetrator of the crime there for the Falcons. Great job, as you mentioned, getting in good position to grab the offensive board.
Off the screen, McAvoy corner 3, a foul called on Friend as Brianna Knight was pushed trying to set the screen.
That's going to be on Molinex. Senior picks up her third foul with the minute 41 to play in the period.
And the fourth team foul on Friends. They've picked up 2 in the last 6 seconds. McAvoy off the screen at the top of the key, looking right side. She'll put the ball on the floor. Keeps her dribble to the right wing, crossover for her, gets the short corner. Thought about taking the jumper. Knight with a 3, it's on the way. It's going to draw rim and go out of bounds. Not a shot that Brianna Knight takes very often, as that is her 5th attempted 3 of the season, has not made one.
Felt like that one, you could have done a little bit more on that possession. I know that you wanted to go inside and having to take on Hurd, but maybe could have made a cut, find something to get something successful offensively.
Dodson on the wing, down low to Hurd, backing in on Hughes, goes back up top to Salmon. Pass goes over the head of Collins, wide open 3, in and out. Offensive rebound's going to be knocked out of the hands of Ward. It'll stay with Friends.
Grizzle's going to come back in for Ottawa, and you would think she's going to be matched up now with Hurd.
Braves don't really have a choice but to bring Grizzle back in because they've got that large lineup on the floor right now with Ward and Hurd. Throwing it near midcourt, they'll find Dodson. Might have been a little push off there to clear some space. Step back 3 from Dodson's going to be an air ball.
Well off target there on that one, but really I'm surprised the whistle wasn't blown. Full push off there by Dodson, Casey, which people are going to say you're being a homer. If your arms are moving forward and pushing somebody off, that's technically a push off.
The officials have let them play most of the night. We've only seen Ottawa getting the bonus late there in the second quarter, but outside of that, neither team has really gotten too close. Hughes left wing. Looking for that backdoor cut. Instead, she lobs it to Grizzle. Grizzle working on Hurd. She's fouled by Hurd. Working from that left block to the right block, and 2 free throws upcoming.
That's going to be number 2 on Hurd, and Grizzle's going to go to the line to shoot a pair, but this is what you got to continue to do. Take it to the 6'2" junior and get her into some foul trouble, let her take a seat for a while. When she is on the floor, Casey, she is a difference maker for this Falcons team.
5th team foul on the Falcons. Free throw good for Grizzle to extend Ottawa's lead out to 2:45-43. 38 seconds remaining in the quarter. You would expect Ottawa would get at least one more possession here in the third. Second good for Mariah. And Ottawa by 3, 46-43. Friends started this, well, going into the start of the third quarter, they were on an 8-0 run. Got that out to a 10-2 run, but Ottawa's battled back and taken a 3-point lead. 7-second differential between shot clock and game clock. They run pick and roll, rolling. Grizzle reads it all the way. She'll get the steal. McAvoy right wing crossover, gets the lane layup. No good, but a late whistle and a foul will be called on Hurd.
That's going to be number 3 if it's on Hurd, and it is. So now she's officially in some foul trouble. I would imagine we might see her, and we'll not see her for a little bit there in that fourth quarter coming up here, as McAvoy is going to go back to the line and shoot 2 with 17.1 to play in this period. And she hits the first. 4-point lead for the Lady Braves, 47-43.
What a response, though, by McAvoy, Bob. Had 1 point on Wednesday, 0 of 5 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, and she has turned it around, has 16 points on the night.
And she'll hit the second, and I think that was a key in that ball game with Bethel on Wednesday night. McAvoy not being able to produce as most would think that she would be able to.
Braves by 5. They've led by as many as 7 on the night, but their highest lead of the second half with 12 seconds to go in the third. Roll and pick and roll. They're going to have Grizzle guard her. Step back crossover by Molinex. They're trying to go down low. Can't get it into the post. 3-pointer from Molinex. Of course it's good, Bob. That is the second quarter in a row they finished with a 3-pointer, and they cut it to a 2-point lead for Ottawa going into the fourth.
A big dagger right there. 48-46, Ottawa in front. And now the Braves have got to find a way to stave off any momentum that has built for the Falcons.
We'll take a break. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve, to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323. Pick up the best-selling rechargeable 10-watt flashlight at Napa Auto Parts, Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
The City
City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
Don't just watch the big game tomorrow. Make it an experience you'll never forget at the Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill Super Bowling Party. Tomorrow from 4 to close, enjoy $2 games or lane rental for only $15 an hour, and shoe rental is free. And what would a party be without food? Primetime Grill has you covered with half-price bone-in chicken wings and drink specials. Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill Super Bowling Party with the big game on 41 screens tomorrow from 4 to close at 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive in South Ottawa. More food, more drinks, and more fun than you'll have anywhere else. When it's game time, it's prime time.
Ottawa basketball to start the fourth quarter. Braves lead 48-46 over Friends. In that quarter, Falcons bomb knocking down 3 more threes. They only had 3 the entire first half. Ottawa really not doing a bad job of defending. Friends are just knocking them down.
No, you have to like the way what you've seen defensive-wise, but what you have to dislike is the 5 turnovers in that period.
Into the game for Friends, number 33, Scarlett Gregory, a 5'10 freshman from McKinney, Texas. Transfer from Freed-Hardeman University. That's an NAIA Division I institution. McAvoy looks to drive on Mullinex, picks up her dribble, kicks it out to Hendricks. Hendricks to the free throw line, three-pointer from McAvoy off the front rim, a little bit of a push-off on the rebound as Hughes ended up under the basket. Rebound for Khadijah Kelly. 9:25 left here in Ottawa, might have traveled. Ottawa leading by 2. Friends a chance to tie it or take the lead with a 3. Mullinex, lob inside, goes to Freeman. Gregory. Her jumper misses it all, but an offensive rebound for Friends. Shot clock at 8. Kelly, left side, Mullinex goes baseline, cut off, looking to score off the glass. Shot long, rebound by Grizzle for Ottawa.
Braves looking to get quick in transition after that possession.
Collins from straight away works left side to Hughes. Off the screen, McAvoy. Three-pointer for McAvoy. Long this time, and Ottawa's missed their first 2 threes to start the fourth quarter.
Wasted possession again there. I think with the women, they should have taken a little more time.
And Kelly left all alone, and the floater from 5 feet almost automatic for her over her time here at Friends University. And the junior ties it up at 48. The only place you can't allow Khadijah Kelly to get is in the lane, and Ottawa's not done a very good job on the last 2. And the ball is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by, they're going to say Grizzle. Thought it was blocked originally by Gregory, and possession given to Friends. All tied at 48 with 8:20 remaining, Bob, and Ottawa hasn't had a good look yet on their first 3 possessions.
Absolutely not, and that's a problem. You've got to take your time.
Rowland, who I feel like has played the entire night, might have had one minute break. We'll leave it with a handoff, going left side, Hall, going baseline. Good defense. Ottawa's going to force the steal, and going the other way is McAvoy. McAvoy's pass to Anthony, high off the glass, misses everything. McAvoy's putback, good though.
Good job there by McAvoy to be in the right place at the right time. As
Ottawa on the night, Bob, scored 8 fast break points. Friends has not scored any. And a blocking foul called on Anthony. They're going to call the foul on the floor.
Stepped in a little too late on that one there, Casey.
Oh, they're going to say she was in the act of shooting. And they're going to give her 2 free throws.
Oh, my goodness.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
The official who made the call was pointing to the baseline. Free throw's no good for Mullinex.
Mullinex.
That's the first team foul on Ottawa in the fourth quarter.
First time to the line here this evening.
She'll make the second as Friends cuts the deficit to 1 at 50-49. Mullinex will check out. Dodson comes in, and Friends going to put some pressure and go full court here. McAvoy trapped in the corner, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds. He was looking for Vaughn, who was starting to make her run up the court. And for the Braves, that'll be turnover number 16.
Mental mistakes are going to catch you all the time, and they have caught the Braves right here as the Falcons with an opportunity to take the lead.
Inbound will go near midcourt. Naria Hall will corral it. Works right side. Out to Kelly, guarded by Anthony. Three-pointer from Rowland on the wing, good.
Not a lot of pressure on her there. She was able to put it up and in with no problems there.
Friends tying their largest lead of the game at 2, 52-50. 7:20 to play here at Wilson Fieldhouse. Both these teams trying to hang around in the KCAC tournament standing, because they're both outside of the tournament currently. Inside, Grizzle layup too strong with the left hand. Had the position, Bob, just couldn't finish.
Well, and part of the problem, though, is that Ward had her hands all over Grizzle before she had the ball. And now a whistle called on Ottawa.
And Kelly just using her strength on Anthony. That's the second team foul on Ottawa in the fourth quarter, second personal on Anthony. Hughes will check out, Collins will come in. Still have time to make it down here to Wilson Fieldhouse for that 6 o'clock tip for the men's game. Number 7 Ottawa looking to rebound. We'll have that call for you at 6. Right now, 7 minutes to play. Friends by 2, chance to take their largest lead of the game. They're going to go down low. Hall working baseline, stuck there. Grizzle keeping their feet, forces a tough shot and gets the rebound.
A lot of contact, no whistle on that one. Grizzle, though, holding her ground, forcing a bad shot.
Keeping both feet planted, I think, is why the officials don't blow the whistle there. She was just standing straight up, and Hall was at a very tough angle. Grizzle and a handoff to Hendricks, works to the left wing, off the screen to Vaughn. In the corner, it goes to Anthony. Anthony by one defender, takes the 15-footer. Gonna go for the junior as it swirls in.
That spun around in the cylinder for at least a couple of seconds, but it went down.
Backside at 52, jumper on the other end's no good. Vaughn tracks down the board. Ottawa now on a 2-on-1 with Cameron Collins. Collins to the basket, has it stripped away, and it goes out of bounds. We'll stay with Ottawa. Nice play by Kelly to get a hand on the ball and not the body.
Great job. I'm not sure that the Braves coaching staff felt the same way.
Tied at 52, 6:03 to play. Inside, they'll go to Grizzle. It's stolen away. Rowland comes from the backside, knocks it out of the hands of Grizzle. In transition, Dodson. Rowland open for another 3. Long. Rebound by Grizzle. And going the other way, 2-on-0 are the Braves. Bounce pass finds Anthony, and she'll score off the glass with the right hand. And Ottawa's fast break offense has been tremendous. That's their 10th point of the night, and Friends has not had any.
They've been able to take advantage of the Falcons on that fast break, and has kept them in this ball game.
54-52, another jumper from 17 doesn't go for the Falcons. Rebound for Vaughn. Vaughn looking, goes baseline right by her defender, tries to float one, gets her own rebound. And Ottawa can reset offensively. Anthony open on the wing, steps back, crossover, will slow it back up. Now she's in trouble, has to go back up top to Vaughn. With 9 on the shot clock, down low is Grizzle, spinning, lays it off the glass, too strong, rebound by Friends.
Grizzle off balance on that one, not able to put up a really effective shot.
Johnson on the wing for a 3. Friends right now not really looking to run any type of offense, just taking a foul, or taking a one pass and a dribble. And they're going to call a charge on Anthony as she runs into Hall. For Anthony, her third personal, 13 foul. And
not really sure I agree with that one.
Not sure what Jennifer Anthony did to these officials, Bob, but she cannot buy one right now on any side of the floor. Subs for Friends as they take out 4 of their 5 players. Kukoc returns, Sammons comes back in. Rowland, the only player to stay on, Hurd back in, and Molinet.
Falcons, I really think, have wasted some possessions here. Work it inside, get your shots.
And another foul called on Ottawa, and the foul's in favor of Friends, 4-0. Anthony picks up her 4th personal. All 4 have come in this quarter. And she'll come out of this game. McAvoy will come back in. Hendricks will also return for Collins. And quite a discrepancy here on the fouls in the fourth quarter. Lob to Hurd. Rowland in the lane, floats, scores in the foul. They get the 15th foul on Ottawa.
And that's what they should have been doing. Wasted a couple of possessions, jacking up 3s. You get the bucket, you can go to the line and try to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play and take the lead here.
Rowland has 18 tonight, Bob. Prince has not shot many free throws. Rowland's free throw is good.
Rowland, her first trip to the line this evening. And the Falcons back with the lead, 4.5 to play.
McAvoy driving on Kuka. No whistle or shots blocked, and a whistle and maybe a makeup call there. It looked clean from here.
Oh, that to me definitely looked like a clean block there by Kuka. But I'm going to have to say Circle gets the swear there, Casey. Makeup call. Vaughn's going to go to the line.
Liz Vaughn with 11 has only had 2 in the second half. Misses the first free throw. Vaughn looking to tie it up with the second free throw. And she will. Vaughn with 12. We're tied at 55, 4:22 left. Salmon to Rowland, another 3 on the wing for her. And wow, go down one more time. Up to 21 is Rowland, the senior.
She right now cannot miss behind the arc.
And Hendricks picks up her dribble, goes to McAvoy right wing. McAvoy step back 3 for her is going to be off the mark. Rebound picked up by Friends. They'll go the other way, 4-on-2. Rowland right corner. Right side pass to Kuka. Left side to Salmon. Jumper from 4 is good.
Wide open. Nobody back there for the Braves to keep an eye on Salmon. And now it's a 5-point lead for the Falcons. 3:45 to play.
They're going to call an offensive foul on Hendricks. As Rowland goes flying backwards. And a timeout will be called by Ottawa as they trail by 5 with 3:44 to go. You're listening to Braves basketball at KOFO.
Protect you and your family from the flu. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts, pharmacist at Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Did you know you can get your flu shot at Kramer Pharmacy at 134 South Main? The flu can be life-threatening to some young people or elderly. It's best to get the flu shot as soon as you can so you're protected going into flu season. Covered by Medicare and most insurance. Get your flu shot today at Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, with convenient parking on Main Street or out back at Legacy Square. Call 242-2055 or visit KramerRx.com.
Napa Know-How is a knowledgeable and friendly staff serving you in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner. It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Falcons are on a 14-7 run. Kelsey Hendricks picks up her first personal tonight. Fouls in favor of Friends, 5-1 in this fourth quarter. We still have 3:44 to go. Inbound finds Salmon to Kuka. Ottawa looked like they couldn't decide if they were going to be a man-to-man or zone. Missed shot from Kuka from 7. Rebound by Grizzle, who had 2 defenders on her back.
Well, not only did it look like there might have been a travel there, it was Hurd who was going over the back on the rebound.
And Ottawa turns it over. Anthony was looking for Vaughn. Kuka, left side three-pointer rolling one more time. It's off the front end. That might have been the dagger. Rebound by Hughes, and a reach-in foul will be called on Rowland. That's the second team foul on Friends in the fourth quarter.
Bit of a Bronx cheer there coming up from Coach Tate and the crowd that a whistle was called. You got the feeling that maybe one wasn't going to be called with that contact.
Friends with their second team foul for Rowland, her second personal. Inbound will find Anthony in the backcourt. 3:13 to go. Ottawa needs a bucket, trailing by 5. Lob inside finds Vaughn, and then she tried to find Grizzle, and it's stolen away. 2-on-1 the other way for Friends. Layup inside for Rowland, going to go. Lead up to 7.
Too many turnovers, Casey. That's going to be a big story in this one here.
Hughes in the right corner. Down low, it'll go to Grizzle. Grizzle working on Hurd. Goes right by her. Left-hand layup goes.
Big bucket there by Grizzle. She now has 10.
Into double figures. That gives the Lady Braves 3 players in double figures. Molinek in the lane. And it's going to be ripped away by Vaughn. And instead they call the jump, which will leave it with Friends. The At first, I thought they were going to call the travel, and then, assuming the whistle was going to go against Ottawa, a foul on Anthony.
Come on, Casey, you know better than that. We've seen too much of this game already.
2:33 to go. Shot clock at 17. Inside, they'll go to Hurd at the block, hands it off to Rowland. Rowland left side, Kuka, crossover dribble, works inside, pulls back, shakes Vaughn out of her shoes and steps back and hits the 15-footer. Might have been a palm, but still caught Vaughn going the wrong way, and the lead back to 7. 2:18 left. Vaughn at the middle of the floor, taking a little contact from Rowland. Vaughn picks up her dribble, kicks it to Grizzle. To Hughes, three-pointer on the way, in and out. Offensive rebound by Anthony. She's fouled on the arm, and will shoot 2 as she was hit by Kuka.
Great job by Anthony to get in proper position to get that offensive board, which led to the foul. Just the third here in the final period of play on the Falcons, but Anthony's going to shoot a pair here. And Anthony...
She has not been at the foul line today. 6 total points for her. Misses the first free throw.
70% free throw shooter on the season. A big opportunity here, Casey, on the free throw line, and you got to at least get this one.
Second's good for the junior from Pea Ridge, Arkansas. Ottawa within 6 at 64-58, but Friends has scored on their last 3 possessions. Chance to take their largest lead of the game with a 2. Molinek pick and roll, gets right by 2 defenders, floats, scores off the glass. In Ottawa right now, I think you'd rather sag off a little bit if you know that they can fly by you and force Friends to hit a shot from outside of Rowland.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. Now you're down by 8 with 96 seconds to go. You've got to be quick now with your offensive possessions and force some turnovers here.
Hughes works off the screen, left side pass, Anthony. Backdoor cut, finds Anthony, reverse layup, can't go, and Ottawa's just had a rough fourth quarter. Ball's on the floor, Rowland had it, and now a break going the other way. 4-on-3, Molinek, 15-footer, gonna go.
Not a good choice for a shot by the Braves, and now the lead is 10 with 65 seconds to go. Falcons make them play.
And Ottawa's gonna call a timeout with 1:01 to go, down 10. It'll be a full timeout. My apologies, make it a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Braves basketball on KOFO.
Don't just watch the big game tomorrow. Make it an experience you'll never forget at the Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill Super Bowling Party. Tomorrow from 4 to close, enjoy $2 games or lane rental for only $15 an hour, and shoe rental is free. And what would a party be without food? Primetime Grill has you covered with half-price bone-in chicken wings and drink specials. Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill Super Bowling Party with the big game on 41 screens tomorrow from 4 to close at 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive in South Ottawa. More food, more drinks, and more fun than you'll have anywhere else. When it's game time, it's prime time.
Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe to the Ottawa Herald for their sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $31.13 plus tax, including internet access. Or get online for only $9.22 a month plus tax. Call 242-4700 or visit ottawaherald.com.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting greatlifegolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness.
Lady Braves down by 10. Friends on a 22-9 run. We have 1:01 left. And Bob, it's just been tough sledding for Ottawa offensively here in the fourth quarter. They've only managed 12 points.
Well, you have 21 total turnovers on the evening, Casey. 6 here in the final frame. You can't have that. That's just way too many turnovers, way too many opportunities for the Falcons that the Braves have given away.
My apologies, just 10 points for Ottawa in the quarter. Inbound finds Hughes, middle of the floor, has it stripped away, and then a reach-in foul will be called on Friend and Molinek. And Molinek with some words for the officials after the play, as that's the 4th team foul for Molinek, her 4th personal. Turning for the Falcons, it's going to be Hall.
Under 60 to go, Casey. You've got a 10-point deficit. Can't waste time. You've got to get your shots up.
Inbound from Anthony, finds Hughes. 3-pointer on the way. Arking misses, but an offensive board from Anthony goes through her legs, gets it right back, keeps the dribble, picks it up with 13 on the shot clock. Game clock at 48. Stepping through McAvoy. Shots blocked by Hurd. Friends will go the other way with it. Hall will hold it up with 40 seconds to play. Friends looks like they're going to break their 6-game losing streak. Ottawa's going to foul with 37.4 to go. And Friends already in the bonus. Sends Salmons to the line for 2.
Salmons.
And it's not going to get any easier for Ottawa bound. They turn around and play Avila on Wednesday, who sits at 3rd in the KCAC. And then they'll play at Tabor next Saturday. Tabor sitting at 12-6 in the KCAC, all alone in 5th place.
Salmons 73% from the free throw line, and she'll make that first. And it's an 11-point lead, Casey. You're right, it doesn't get any easier. And really, this game right here, as Coach noted on the Pizza Time Coaches Show on Thursday night, every game is a playoff game from here on out. As the second is good.
Another timeout will be called by Ottawa, Bob, and it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a 30. You're listening to Braves basketball on KOFO.
Whenever it rains, it's hard not to think about the folks right here in our community who have no roofs over their heads. Wouldn't it be nice to give them a dry place to sleep tonight? Or a warm cup of soup? Or just a simple umbrella? Well, you can by giving to the Salvation Army, where every donation fights for good. Visit GiveWestwood1.org. That's GiveWestwoodone.org to help fund programs that provide shelter, food, and hope to our neighbors most in need.
Ottawa down by 12, 70 to 58, 37.4 remaining. Friends has outscored Ottawa 24-9. They're currently on a 24-9 run. Overall, Ottawa just 10 points in the quarter. And with 37.4, they're going to need a barrage of threes quickly. Inbound finds Vaughn, and then a whistle and a foul will be called on Kuka 30 feet from the basket with the body. It's not one that head coach Dean Jadderson's going to like. At this juncture in the game, stopping the clock is not what you want. Reminder, we have number 7 Ottawa taking on Friends at 6 o'clock. Around that time, at least. Free throw not going to go for Vaughn, who has 12.
Nothing has gone right for the Braves down the stretch here, Casey. Missing big free throws, missing big shots, and not being able to keep the Falcons.
Ottawa's second free throw is no good. Hurd has it. And a quick timeout will be called by Friends with 34.7 to go. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. But, Bob, one thing that we've seen the momentum swing is Friends hitting that three-pointer to go into halftime to tie it up when you felt like Ottawa kind of controlled that first half. And then to end the third quarter with the 3 to get them within 2 points to start the fourth quarter. And they've just kind of taken off from there in the fourth.
You felt it was coming for the Falcons. And really, the Ottawa is just, again, I go back to the turnovers, Casey. You can't have that many turnovers and not expect bad things to happen, and that's what's happened in this one here.
It's definitely one they're going to look back on and feel like they might have given one away. They were in control through the first 3 quarters, and Friends has just been lights out shooting the ball and getting easier looks. I think Ottawa defensively maybe just forgot who they needed to guard. Friends hit some threes and forced them to come out and defend on the perimeter. And then they've gotten some runners and some shots from inside 10 feet much of the fourth quarter. Inbound finds Kuka. Is Ottawa going to foul? They will, with 32.2 to send Kuka to the line to shoot free throws.
Well, and again, Casey, we mentioned it a little bit earlier. You've got to have a killer instinct. You had a lead, and you allowed the team to come back into it when you could have very well put your foot down, put the hammer down, and come away with the win. As the first free throw by Kuka is good. But what's happened here is the reverse. The Falcons get back into it. They extend the lead, and now they know how to finish a game.
Bob, I know you're ready for the Super Bowl, but dropping to put the hammer down this early.
Hey.
I know you're getting excited.
Hey.
Second free throw's good.
You know what?
If Mitch Holthus is listening, you know.
I didn't think I'd ever see the day that there would be a Chiefs Super Bowl. So
they're in the Super Bowl. Haven't won it yet.
I don't care if they win or not, Casey. I can die a happy man now.
14-point lead for Friends. 28 seconds left. Shot clock, about a 3-second differential. Ottawa runs the dribble weave with Drizzle. Right side pass McAvoy, and another foul will be called on Kuka. And that is the third personal on her, 15 foul, as McAvoy will shoot 2.
Too little too late, though, Casey. With 21 and a half to go, it's a 14-point lead
And Ottawa this season had been a fourth-quarter team, Bob. They came in tonight outscoring opponents 348 to 322. It was the first half that had kind of been the issue for them, but they have been outscored in the third quarter by 90 points. So a major switch of what they've done most of the year.
Well, and you can tell now that the confidence is gone for the ladies. As the first free throw was missed by McAvoy, she'll hit the second. But you can just see the looks on the faces. The belief is gone. They feel like that they've let this one slip away.
21 and a half left. We'll see if Ottawa fouls. It'll be a full timeout for Friends. We'll take it. We're listening to, oh no, we're actually going to keep it here. Friends is just going to line it up. They're not even going to take the timeout here as they're ready to go. So they don't run 30 seconds. It almost feels like a substitution that you take when you're up by 30 or 40. As head coach Dean Jatterson doesn't want to talk any strategy, just wants them to line up. They were able to get Kelly into the game, so they were able to get a defensive or an offensive sub for a defensive player. And Ottawa going to trap, not going to foul though, as the shot clock is off with 19 seconds to go, and Ottawa does foul now with 15.4.
Not sure why you would do that here, Casey. You've got 15 seconds. You're trying to win, I understand, but this one's out of reach right now.
Fifth foul will be called on Anthony. And she'll check out of the game.
But the look on her face says it all, Casey. Jennifer Anthony, the look of anguish and upset.
Down by 13 is Ottawa. Anthony checks out of the game with, I believe, 6 points on the night.
First free throw is going to fall for Molinex. Molinex coming into this one, 70% free throw shooter.
And how big is this for Friends, Bob? Able to break their 6-game losing streak and still kind of stay in the run here for that final spot. It's not over for Ottawa by any means, but they will go down by 2 games in the standings to the next closest team in the KCAC tournament.
Well, you're going to need a lot of help, Casey. Not only are you going to need a lot of help, you're going to also know that you can't tie Friends. You've lost both your games.
You lose the tiebreaker there. Layup good from McAvoy to finish the game as Ottawa falls 73-61 to Friends University. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University women's basketball on KLFO.
How do I love Best Fiends? Let me count the ways. Tons of cute characters, over 4,000 fun levels, feature film quality animations, and a sweet, heart-filled Valentine's Day theme. Oh, I'm in love.
Download the 5-star rated puzzle game Best Fiends for free from the App Store or Google Play today. That's Friends without the R. Best Fiends.
Play Best Fiends. Download free.
Hi, this is Margie Hindeleiter from Bank Midwest. You'll often hear us say, this is where common sense lives. That means doing the little things, like knowing your name. And it means supporting Ottawa University. That should be common sense for how a bank does business. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today, because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
Lady Braves fall by a final of 73-61 to Friends University. We're joined by head coach Bruce Tate. Coach, seemed like in that fourth quarter you led through 3, but in that fourth quarter you go down 5 fouls to 1. Maybe that affects your team just a little bit, takes a little bit of energy off of your team in general, and kind of took the confidence away.
Yeah, absolutely. Our group is, at times not as mentally tough as we need to be. There was still, like I told them during that timeout, we can't control, what's going on out there. Let me take care of that. But we needed to get stops. Okay, we gave 10 a wide open look in that stretch, and we wanted to get the ball out of her hands. And Friends were the most aggressive team, during that stretch. So, things swung in their favor. Sometimes that happens, and we've got to respond a lot better than we did.
Well, Coach, a tough schedule coming up. You'll have Avila here on Wednesday. Yep. Battle back in that game, made it close down the stretch, just a slow start. They're going to be very physical. They're going to look to try and rattle your team. Yep. How important it is to get off to a quick start on Wednesday night?
Very, very, very important because their offensive power is very powerful. That's their strength. They got kids that love to compete, that can put the ball in the hole. So we're going to have to come out and impose our will defensively. I know we'll play better, from the first time around. We're a better team, and, we're just going to have to give it our all go, and hopefully we can compete and, try to upset. We've got to get one. We've got to get one of those teams up top to help us out during a tie-breaking situation. So hopefully we can have that momentum swing starting Wednesday.
Well, Coach, Avery Lumen's been out the last 2 games. Can you give us an update on her health and the chances of her potentially playing Wednesday night?
Yeah, our plan is for her to be back in the lineup on Wednesday. Okay. We're gonna give her a go on practice on Monday. She's feeling a lot better. And she's been in practice shooting free throws and got her hands on a basketball. But hopefully Monday we can get her back on the court, and that'll give us some more scoring that we desperately need right now.
Coach, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you on Wednesday night as Ottawa will take on Avila. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
How do I love Best Fiends? Let me count the ways. Tons of cute characters, over 4,000 fun levels, feature film quality animations, and a sweet, heart-filled Valentine's Day theme. Oh, I'm in love.
Download the 5-star rated puzzle game Best Fiends for free from the App Store or Google Play today. That's Friends without the R. Best Fiends.
Play Best Fiends. Download free.
Whenever it rains, it's hard not to think about the folks right here in our community who have no roofs over their heads. Wouldn't it be nice to give them a dry place to sleep tonight? Or a warm cup of soup? Or just a simple umbrella? Well, you can by giving to the Salvation Army, where every donation fights for good. Visit GiveWestwood1.org. That's GiveWestwoodone.org to help fund programs that provide shelter, food, and hope to our neighbors most in need.
Lady Braves fall by a final of 73-61. Maddie McAvoy led the way for the Lady Braves as she scores ties a season high of 22. She was 6 of 16 from the field, 3 of 10 from 3, and 7 of 9 from the foul line. Ottawa was outscored in the fourth quarter 27-13 as they led at the end of 3, 48-46. Behind McAvoy was Liz Vaughn, went for a double-double, 12 and 10. Mariah Grizzle, 10 points and 9 boards. Bob, any final thoughts on our ladies matchup?
Well, I think it's a disappointing way to end your Saturday for the Braves. But again, as we talked about at the end, it all comes down to turnovers. Over 20 turnovers in a ball game, you're not going to expect to win that one. And they've got a little bit of work to be done, but they can't beat themselves up. They've got to get ready for next week.
Exactly right. As Avila will come to town, most likely at that point, Avila will either be in the top 25 or very close to it as they sit at 14-3 and tied for second place with Kansas Wesleyan. Sterling a half game ahead of Kansas Wesleyan and Avila at 15-3, but Paige Bunn, the D2 transfer, has given Ottawa fits throughout her career. Then you add in Maddie Morgan as well, the sister of Molly Morgan, former Ottawa University softball player, who seems to take it personal every time she steps on the floor against Ottawa.
Well, what are you going to do?
So we'll find out on Wednesday as Ottawa does fall tonight 73-61. They drop to 6-15, 6-11 in the KCAC. We'll go ahead and wrap this one up when we come back. We'll have pregame for the men's contest. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.